are officially live.
Woo! Just a nick of time.
Yep. Yeah, Donna. When it came to the episodes, the pacing, yeah, slow to get going. And and then switching from Cassian to Mon Mothma,
Now,
and then Bix and them on the planet.
I like that because that was reminiscent of George Lucas to me, where it's doomed.
Yeah,
and I did like
that.
It
was just, I think it was just taking a little too long to get going, and then the whole thing with Mon Mothma, Mon Mothma with the daughter, and it was good to see Bix and Brasso, and they were hiding out on this planet as refugees, and I can't believe Brasso died. He was such in season 1, he was such an important character because he was looking after Marva and stuff while Cassian was gone. And then, at the end, during Marva's funeral, what he did, and, he carried her stone, and then they kill him off in the first episode of, or whatever the season.
The first 3, yeah.
Yeah, within the first 3 episodes.
The one thing, because I like him and I just think he's a cool guy, but the one thing I couldn't get out of my head every time I saw him was he would have made a good Balin.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, with the beard and all. And yeah.
Quiet Giant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I think he would have made a good Balin. I mean, I like that Rory guy or whoever it is.
Oh, yeah, Rory McCann, yeah.
I couldn't get that out of my head every time I saw him with the beard. I'm like, oh, he would have made a good Balin.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
All right, Busy Wizard, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
Man from Up and Over. Canada.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I had to have my computer changed because it wasn't taking any. Yeah, so I was waiting, and then I missed the delivery yesterday, and it just came in, so I was just been fiddling with it for about an hour to get everything operating. So.
Oh yeah, that's like with any new computer. It takes like a couple of hours to update everything and set everything up the way you like it.
Well, I go through this. Not to bore you guys to death, but I go through this one company that takes care of all my computer stuff. So it's it's this company MPC, and so they already have everything all loaded up. Everything's encrypted, so it's. I think it's all functioning. I'm gonna have to fix some things, but
cool.
Anyways, I'm back in order for the most part. So how you guys doing?
Good. Not bad. We were just talking about, the season premiere of Andor.
Yeah, I watched it, so I've caught up a bit.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just man, the way it ended, as a matter of fact, here it is. Here's the shot. Here's the screen here. Okay, why isn't it?
What I want to know is what happens to the TIE Advance.
This ending shot of Cassian with just that look of defeat on his face. He lost Brasso. He left, B2 behind. It's like, what the hell is going through his head right now, So I found that on StarWarsNews.net, I think it was. And I'm like, that truth, that sense of defeat all in that one shot.
I didn't mind anything to do on the wheat the wheat planet.
Yep.
I liked that. I didn't have a huge problem with the SA stuff.
I think it just could have been handled differently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not overly sensitive over it. Some people are sensitive. I'm like, but the thing is there's so much in that didn't feel. I don't know. I don't want to sound like Nick, but it just doesn't feel so Star Wars. It's not that I hated it, other than the music. There's something about the music I hated.
I didn't really pay attention.
Huh?
I really didn't pay attention, so I can't say I hated it, but yeah, I have to pay attention.
I read somewhere that they're going to release the soundtrack for the first 3 episodes soon.
And then that techno stuff was just it was like, oh, are we gonna drop some acid now?
I wouldn't mind getting that floating Bluetooth speaker that they had at the wedding.
That's cool. Yeah,
that would be pretty awesome.
But like I said, the wedding part was just you could have cut half of that and still got the main idea and nothing taken away from the story. You know what I mean?
Here it is. Andor soundtrack for the first 3 episodes releasing this week. Hot off the back of the 3-episode Andor premiere on Tuesday, we're also getting the soundtrack for those first 3 episodes this week on Friday. According to Film Music Reporter, it is titled Andor Season 2, Volume 1, and is comprised of 22 different tracks from the first 3-episode story arc. And, it breaks it down by title. And let's see. Presumably, there will be 4 volumes released in total, with the second volume covering episodes 4 to 6 and so on. The first volume has been uploaded to Spotify already, but will not be available to stream until Friday, which is today, with the notable exception of the final track called Andor Onward. This was made available for listening on Tuesday, April 22nd, after the series premiered. Don't know if it's going to be just streaming online or if it's available to purchase. They don't say. No. Interesting. You never really see them release a soundtrack for a television show.
Well, I might be in the minor. The music, it just took me out. I just didn't care for it. It didn't feel normal, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sure whoever did it.
It wasn't to your tastes.
Yeah. So it's fine. I mean, but like I said, the visuals were good. And I love the Deidre and Cyril stuff.
Oh my God. Talk about like domestic issues.
Oh my goodness. I ate that up. I thought, oh no, that's funny. The mom coming over and being such a nasty woman, and then her getting
Madween.
What up,
sir?
Hey.
I'm jealous of Madween right now.
Because you're getting ready to go see Revenge, right?
Yeah, I just pulled into the Sheridan parking lot. Gonna go check in and get ready to go see that movie.
God.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm going tomorrow, 11:30, with the boys.
Awesome.
Hello, Matt.
Me and Jessica are going tomorrow afternoon.
If I have time tomorrow afternoon, I got a lot of stuff to do because my niece is getting married on Sunday. So I got to try and knock out all my errands and stuff tomorrow.
You're going to have one of those Cindrillan wedding ceremonies?
No techno, and my fat ass won't be bouncing
no Sagrona Tima and all that stuff?
Yeah, no. I'll be sitting there probably drinking, but not a lot because I gotta try and stay away from a lot of it because after I put on weight again,
Got a little self-control, right?
Yeah.
That's tough to do.
Yeah, so I mean it's playing for a week. So if I don't get to see it this weekend, I'll go like maybe during the week, Monday night or something.
There you go.
It's playing 2 minutes down the road. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm going tomorrow afternoon.
nice.
Nice.
But
Nice.
I guess the exclusive bucket and cup and all that is only at AMC theaters, I think.
It's not at my theater.
Yeah, that it's not at the one I call it. It's called
Mine's
Picture
not an
Show.
AMC. It's a Cinemark.
Oh, Cinemark. Yeah. Okay.
So Mark, yeah.
Because when we went and saw King of Kings, they had them out.
There is an AMC
Yeah, they had 'em up.
theater about 20 minutes away, but I don't know if they're showing it.
When I went to King of Kings, I asked them. I say, "Are you guys going to have the?" They said, "No, we're not going to have them."
Oh, yeah, mine were sitting right. I don't know if you could buy them at the time or not. They're sitting right on the counter.
Let me see.
But me going to movie theaters, it's weird for me. I hardly ever go. Hardly ever. But I'm looking forward to seeing Revenge of the Sith in theater because I didn't see it in theater ever.
Okay.
So I saw it.
Wow.
I saw Revenge of the Sith in Dubai in a smelly USO tent.
Oh,
Nice.
geez.
I saw it in Monterrey, Mexico, and it smelled in that theater also.
Well, Abu Dhabi.
Oh, it is playing at the local AMC theater, which is about 20 minutes away.
Oh, nice.
So, might have
Well,
to.
I had heard somewhere that there's so many people buying tickets that they're actually adding some times to some places in
Hey.
the country, So
people are starved for good Star Wars.
Or heard it, huh?
People are starved for good Star Wars.
Even if I didn't want to see this in theater or I already did or whatever, and it didn't mean a lot to me, I would still want to do it because I want Disney, even though they get the good stuff on this. I want them to see, there's still people that love traditional Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think because we looked the other night, I think a lot of my shows in the theater we're going to sold out, or but like 2 or 3 seats empty, and that was it.
They're sold out last night.
Let me check that local.
But anyway, Jess and I have tickets for like $320 or something like that.
Okay. Let me see.
6 o'clock. Oh, there's a lot available on the 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right.
And Matt Tween's gonna leave us.
This is why. It is
wow. The 8:15. The next show at 8:15 at my local theater. It's pretty much sold out. There's like maybe 8 seats left for the 8:15 show, and that's the last one for today.
That's why, because there's one at 6 and one at 6:20. The 6:20 sold out, and that's probably why they added another screen.
Oh,
I just think it would be funny if it beats this weekend, just this weekend, beating
6:35. How many? Let's see here.
The Accountant 2 also started today. I want to see that, and Cheech and Chong's last movie.
I'll be darned.
I saw the trailer for that. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Wow. Snow White isn't even playing anymore.
Oh, did they pull it?
Yeah. I don't even think it was showing last week. I think it lasted maybe 2 weeks in my local theater. That's it.
I just want Disney to be like, oh, our good one is Star Wars. Oh, and it's isn't even Disney.
Yeah.
But they get the money, but I just want them to learn a lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, there's a drive-in near me.
Really?
wonder what they're. Yeah, I'm just
Huh.
sorry. I'm trying to.
I used to have a drive-in right
Gotta get
across
out
the
of
street from me.
Yeah, you told us a
But yeah,
million
Donna,
times, Bob.
like, let us know in the chat tomorrow, in the group chat, like how it is. You know, like how full the theater was and all that.
How about you, Matt Tween? How full is it tonight for you?
It's pretty full. I kind of had to sit down in the front row, almost front row.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
It was mostly full, so I had to pick one.
All right.
You
So
know,
what is your seat of choice when you go to a movie?
as center as I can get.
Yeah, exactly.
Middle
Yeah,
center.
you and me both.
I like to
Yeah.
sit at the very top in the center.
Now, if I'm in my local small town theater, I sit down. There's like a bigger row, like maybe for handicapped people to get through.
Yeah.
And then there's like 3 more rows in front of that, right up front. I'll go there because a lot of local people are very loud.
Oh.
So, and they don't want to sit that close.
Yeah, that's what kills movies for me these days. People don't know how to act. You know, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, looking forward to next week's 3 episodes of Andor. I wonder when we're finally going to see them. You know, the rebellion actually move to Yavin.
Yeah.
You know, because we saw Yavin, you know, when he was taken off.
I was surprised at that.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. And I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, oh shit, they were on Yavin the whole time. So
yeah, but the whole anyway. That whole sequence was like, I didn't see the point. Maybe
they're showing how important leadership is to Andor. Why it's important for him to be a leader, because they had no leadership whatsoever, and it just chaos ensued.
He didn't even say goodbye.
I think he's on his phone.
Oh yeah, he might be on his phone.
He's gotta get a better phone. Just kidding.
Or he might be in the theater too, or in the hotel, wherever he's going. What do you say, Sheridan?
He just checked in, I think, to the Sheridan. Now, was that the Sheridan we were at in October?
That I don't know.
Oh, and he's back.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
Somebody, you were saying something about leadership.
Yeah.
About being on Yavin. Donna didn't like it at all. Didn't see any point of it.
I mean, I see it was a story, whatever. Maybe it'll be more important later.
Yeah, I guess it shows kind of how they've maybe decided to use that planet because they've been using it for other, you know, secret missions and nobody's caught them yet.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a known.
The different cells of the rebellion that's just starting out, like they're doing link ups there. Like, you know, Luthen sent Andor there to link up with the pilot who was actually going to take the TIE fighter, and then Andor's ship was there already trashed. You know, when did he get there?
Well, he said 3 days ago.
Yeah.
You know, he left it there, and then apparently this other group they knew Yavin 4 was a fallback place because that guy said, you know, he said his brother dropped him off and he was going to go get more people.
Yeah.
You know, supposedly. So maybe multiple groups know about this place.
Yeah. So
maybe we'll see Dantooine. Wasn't it Dantooine is where the old rebel base was?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's like there was an abandoned base there, but maybe we'll see it active.
Yeah.
Because
and then why they left.
We found the remains of a rebel base, but has been, abandoned for some time. You know, she
and we'll find out. Maybe we'll find out why it was abandoned.
Yeah. Yeah. So
what blew their cover there or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't the Empire, because otherwise they would have known.
Right.
I don't know. I thought the scene where how he steals the TIE Advance was like extremely stupid.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean,
that was pathetic.
He didn't know how to fly
the
damn thing because it was.
I thought it was the. I thought that was written by morons.
And then I thought it made even more sense when they said that wasn't the ship you're supposed to take.
Oh, is that what they said?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, like maybe he was expecting a different one.
I want to say I didn't have the subtitles on, but I know that. But yeah, that wasn't supposed to be the ship he even stole.
Yeah, or maybe their information was wrong. I don't know. Yeah, he wasn't expecting it to be that advanced.
Right, that's why he didn't know how to fly it.
How would he get in there? Like, I don't know. You could have done a really smart way of doing that. And it was just lame.
Yeah, I think they wanted to start off hot with some kind of action.
Yeah, kind of start
off
with
you just assume he got in there.
It seemed like they're appealing to kids to me with that scene. Somebody just thought, oh, he'll smash the TIE fighter around the hangar bay like an idiot. I mean, like, it seems like a video game. I wasn't impressed with it. Then he's able to get away from some real TIE fighters. Like, that's so unbelievable.
Yeah, those were a different type of TIE fighter too. They had it was the curved wings, like the TIEs they showed for a bit in Rebels.
Yeah, the Grand Inquisitor flew.
Yes.
In Rebels, yep.
And Nick, I was able to buy a lot of that or accept it, but the one thing I did wonder later is how come they don't have a tracker on their very expensive prototype? Like, couldn't they track that thing down?
I bet you
they didn't have LoJack on it.
The TIE Defender in Rebels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think I want to have some type of tracking on this just in case it goes wrong or,
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if it does.
The way that they wrote the whole thing, there's so much ways that you could have written that would have been far more believable and way more cooler than the way that they did it. It was extremely low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
That's just the way I see it. Just the way he's like crashing into the mountains, I mean, it's just, whatever. If you liked it, you liked it. I just thought it was really dumb. If you've ever seen the movie Firefox.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. But if you watch certain things, with Clint Eastwood, but they could have done this way better. Like she could have at least, I don't know. Like there's so many, I don't want to give them any creative ideas, but there's so many ways you could have written that in that the tech and where's all the other technicians, just the way that they did it. Like it's retarded, but whatever. Because movie, smash it around, some kids playing with this toggle Nintendo thing and, see the TIE fighter smashing her. I just thought it was so stupid. And he obviously kills a bunch of stormtroopers. It was so predictable. It's just unnecessary. So anyways, that part of the scene really threw me off. Then I wasn't really too into, where he goes to meet up with a bunch of morons, I just thought that was, it just wasn't. And then at the end of it, at least kill them all. When he flies away and they're shooting at him, you could have spun around and just, they're all bad.
Well, we may see them again.
Yeah. Oh God.
I was in one of the episodes. We saw one of the TIE strikers from Rogue One. It was like a tubular body with just two wings.
Where was that at? I do remember that.
I can't remember if they saw it on, the wheat planet. I can't remember the name of it.
Was it that? I remember that though. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You saw it briefly fly over.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I think I'm gonna rewatch it Sunday night.
Yeah, I'll probably rewatch them again. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I was like, whoa! I was like, how many TIE variants are we going to see in this series? So, and yeah, that was another toy I wanted to get was the TIE Striker. I thought it was pretty.
Hey, there was some good stuff in it. It's I'm not just bashing it. Just that part I thought was just terrible.
Well, I like that was filmed practically.
Which one do you think was worse, Nick?
What's that?
Which one do you think was worse, Nick? That or Anakin getting into that Naboo starfighter and randomly pushing buttons and blowing up a space station as a kid?
You got him.
No, this is actually way worse. This is specifically an adult show. Like it's an adult content show. I thought they could have done that. You know, the potential and the things that they should have written in there to make it more believable, and it's just, you know, whatever. I wasn't. So
you just got in there and flown away competently, and no jeopardy.
No. There's ways to write that into the script that would have been actually really smart, and you could have made that way better than what it was. And it's just, you know, it's just Hollywood. I think their thinking is just like, we'll have it smash around, make some cool explosions, and it's the whole Michael Bay thing. You know, we can do it now with CGI, so let's make it happen. You know? And I'm not into that. I was never. If you watch, you know, the original Star Wars, like I'm not saying that, you know, obviously things are moving on, but my take on it is you could just do it that it's believable. That just looks so unbelievable the way that it was done. Right? You know, like she could have, like, for example, like there could have been something in the helmet, could have written like some of the instructions, some things in there that the technician could have done. I'm sure the technician took out tracking devices and things like that. But where's the other ones there? It would have been better if you had like the lead technician defect or something.
Oh yeah, that's
you know,
maybe that's what she was doing, was,
you know, I
disabling all the tracking.
Yeah, but I would. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, things like that, or just like everything's ready. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm sure I just would have written it differently. Like, there's so many ways I would have gone about that would have made it far more compelling, and you could have cut out a lot of the wedding scenes, even though, hey, the stuff that they're designing looks absolutely beautiful.
Oh, the costumes and all are phenomenal.
Yeah, and maybe you can leave that in like extended scenes and stuff like that for other fans. I don't mind watching really long stuff like Lord of the Rings. Give me a 6-hour first movie, a 5-hour part 2. You know what I mean? Like, I'm crazy like that, but you know, not everybody's into that, right? But I just thought that in that scene, you could have shown them it, just make it more intelligent and not always make the Imperials look so stupid sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, because there's no threat of danger in any of this stuff, right? It's just the good guys always get away. You know, they kill 20 or 30 stormtroopers. Like, you know, what's the kill ratio, you know, on TV, you know, from all filmed Star Wars now? It's like 1 million stormtroopers died per one rebel or something. Like, you know, that's not how it was in the first movie, right? And I think that's where I'm not saying it's always got to be like that. In, you know, in war, there things go different ways, but you know, you got to remember, this is the Empire. This is like the elite. Stormtroopers are a big deal. They don't just die, you know, unless it's like Luke Skywalker. Okay, fine. Obviously, that's completely different. And you know, if you read up on the original canon of Star Wars, a lot of it is there were a lot of these guys were defectors, right? Like General Medine and like, or General Riken or whatever from, so it made sense, right? Like people flip sides and they would give the technical knowledge. They had a smaller force that was, that could maneuver around the galaxy and, cause the Empire all kinds of problems. None of this stuff is really, I think it's starting to get in some of these people that are creating Star Wars and Disney's heads, but man, I mean, like you look how dumb the sequel trilogy was. Like you can see, like they're slowly getting better with Andor, but Andor's supposed to be an adult show too, right? So I would have thought they could have stepped that up 5 or 6 levels, like just the writing level. Still, it's just like if you're going this way,
we did
go all the way with it.
We did have one stormtrooper who could shoot competently. In this first session,
he killed that one week, right?
Yeah,
he killed my boy Brasso.
Brasso, and they were scoring hits on the speeder bike, as it was moving. So, and one actually hit Brasso. So, maybe that patch of stormtroopers had better training.
He had a little clone trooper in
him. Yeah.
But see that was always a what's the word I'm looking for? But kind of a plot hole is when Kenobi told Luke that the blaster marks were too precise for sand people. I've seen a compilation recently where it shows all the stormtroopers missing, but it shows sand people sniping people off during the pod races and everything.
Yeah. Right, in defense
from
of the
hundreds of meters,
they weren't supposed to hit anybody.
Right, but even George Lucas, kind of contradicted himself. That's what I was looking for about how precise they are. But
movie.
Well,
but it is a popular movie.
I just looked, and my showing of Revenge of the Sith at 3:20 tomorrow is 3/4 of the way full now. So that's pretty cool.
That does make me very, very happy.
I'm excited about it because not only have I not seen it in theater, but the fact that we're giving a voice to Disney higher ups that, there are people who love Star Wars.
Yeah.
Just not the crap they're dishing us.
Yeah.
I did hear or see something.
That's
possible that the last Andor show, they may show that in the movies.
I had heard that too, but I haven't seen anything.
I haven't seen anything about it because I would do that.
Yeah. But
saw this announced on the ICC page. There's Felix.
Nice.
Lightsaber training returns to ICCC in 2025.
We love Felix.
Yeah. Friday and Saturday from 2 to 3.
BYOL.
yeah. Sorry, I don't have a lightsaber unless I buy one down there. But
that's awesome. BYOL.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's officially announced. Awesome. Yeah, cool. So Friday and Saturday from 2 to 3. Nice.
I wonder if he's going to get the.
Guys, I got
2 to 3.
What?
You got to take off?
Oh, he's gone.
He gone.
Bye.
Anyway, sorry to rain on your guys. Andor.
It's all right,
love.
Dark Wizzy.
Yeah, no problem.
You got to remember, I am a Darth, so it's got to be about the negative.
Yeah, you are on the dark side there.
But you know what the best part of that whole show was the scene of Deidre, or however you say her name, and Cyril. They're getting ready, and they're both. Oh my goodness! It was just I loved it. They're,
Yeah,
I mean,
see,
they're
that's
both like totally
OCD
OCD.
or OCD or whatever, all over the place right there.
You know, that's one thing that I've seen some fans get all, you know, when you start showing like people's regular lives in the Star Wars universe. I don't have a problem with that, because now it's like you're starting to see, you know, obviously like what's going on with like Aunt Beru and Owen or whatever, right? Like what's going on in the town, you know, like there you can tell stories like that within the Empire,
Well, Luke, that was
within
when
the
Luke brought the
universe.
droids down to clean them. That was just regular to him. That was an everyday thing. That was regular life to him.
Yeah, like I mean, like there's the deleted scenes, you know, from the first film, right? Where you see Big,
too,
you know, and there's, you know, and if you remember, there's even a scene where I think they're in the bar or something, and they're playing all the techno music of the times in the 70s, right? So I think sometimes people are forgetting that, you know, like, yes, Andor is not in the mythical sense of showing Luke Skywalker and the Jedi, but there's all the other stuff
we had
going
a phone
on
call
with the regular people, right? And that's important. And that, I find it's cool. I like seeing a world like that.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways, Dawn, I think you were going to say something.
Oh, I was just saying another thing, and you got to kind of look at it, and maybe I'm just that old or something, but I did appreciate the fact that a lot of people, they really had that 70s look going, you know, the colors and the, you know, from our 70s, which brings it to what is it? Well, I knew it as Star Wars, but
New Hope,
and how the colors and the styles and stuff, and it was very. I was impressed by that, because they didn't just think about, oh, here's this funky looking outfit. It actually had like a 70s flair. The at the wedding, the formal gowns were had a very 70-ish flair to it, is what I was thinking. Anyway.
Well, maybe they're trying to keep that same design aesthetic, you know, that like led into, you know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, and that's what they did in Rebels. If you watch Rebels, the last season, you had the hairstyles started to go a little long, and the hairstyles started going a little bit 70s, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, not a bad, you know, debut. You know, not a bad 3 episodes. I'm sure it's going to pick up.
They could have told that story though in 2 episodes.
Yeah, I think in 2 episodes.
That's just, you know, but I did enjoy the visuals and all of that, but it's just like the wedding was just too. Are they married yet? Because I'm done with this.
Yeah, I think they're married. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to deal with that shit again.
It's like an Indian wedding.
Yeah, they took that.
Yeah.
Long.
You know, we gotta deal with the political intrigue. You know, they're trying to secure funding for the rebellion, and then
and I enjoy that.
You know, when is Mon Mothma finally going to, you know, ditch the Empire for the rebellion? And
well, she kind of did it here. I think that's what the whole taking the 3 shots real fast and start dancing around. I think that was her just letting go.
I think Richmond's still thinking about that.
Huh?
I think Richmond is still thinking about that.
Oh, jeez.
Why? What did he say? I didn't watch.
He loves Mon Mothma. I mean, bad.
Oh yeah, he's got the hots for Mon Mothma.
Well, we know he's a weirdo. No, we don't.
He is a weirdo.
Yeah.
Bald.
No, I was in the middle of a family argument with my sister again, and I kept trying to get off the phone with her, hey, and I didn't get to watch any of it. So
yeah, no, and then like by the time it got over, it was what I think almost 11:30 Eastern time.
Did you guys go on?
I watched the whole thing, and I went to bed right after.
I think Don was talking about EBN last night.
Oh, I was part of it. Yeah, John and I were both in the chat, I
was half asleep
in the pop-ins.
You didn't fall asleep, did you?
No, I was pretty close though. I was. It was the first
day,
and
I was on my phone doing it. I was streaming it on my phone, and all I wanted to do was just kick back and like nod off. Because this week, at work.
No.
Man, and then dealing with that shit the VA the other day, and
now I hear, and this is from Film Threat, that they weren't too yay about these first three, but these next ones they're excited about. So maybe there's something there.
And then what?
Yeah.
Sunday after next is Tales of the Underworld. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, because that's coming on when
Andor Tuesday, and then that following Sunday should be Tales of the Underworld.
Oh, okay.
Are you excited about that, Nick?
I don't even know what it is.
New animated series.
It's not it's like Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah, Asajj and then
Asajj Ventress and Cad Bane
on their own separate stories.
Yeah,
I think it'll be good.
What I did get excited about was I was finally able to pick up a bunch of Willow figures.
Yeah, I saw those. Yeah, the other day.
Yeah.
Nice.
So here's General Eric on his horse.
Yeah.
And of course, the late, I have a whole bunch more, but the late Val Kilmer on his horse. Now, may he rest in peace.
Mad Mardigan.
Yeah, Mad Mardigan. I love that movie.
I saw.
And I got a bunch on card. Funny enough, though, the one that I bought a bunch of them off of Derek at Noble Toys in Bolton, Ontario. He had a bunch of them there. And funny enough, he didn't have Willow, though. So I have to go find Willow.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody on Facebook.
If you got the Willow line, you got to have Willow.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's somebody on Facebook that has Willow, but it's like in Toronto. It's like 2.5 hours away from me. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to go down there and go on Facebook and do a haul. Pick up a bunch of stuff. Actually, there's a few things I got to pick up now, so which is cool. But man, you could spend a fortune out there on Star Wars stuff before you know it.
Oh God, yeah.
Just money. He just goes poof, gone before. Oh, you got a Y-wing.
Like,
how much you want for that?
I'll see what's at the show at ICC and pick up a few things.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have a lot of the same dealers that were at the show in October, because I mean, a lot of those dealers had some great stuff. But I guess all the vendor tables sold out.
Yeah, and it's bigger.
Yeah, there's no more. So yeah, there's going to be like twice or 3 times the number of vendors. So that's
Bobby, go in there with a budget.
I'm probably going to bring like $1,000 down with me.
Yeah. And just do a list of things that you really, really want. That's what I would say, because you want those grail items number 1 first. And then everything just slowly get the really, I say get the most expensive stuff first. That's going to cut, whether it's like an Imperial shuttle in box or whatever, or Some great, or if you have
there's
to have a
couple
12
of
pack.
classic figures, some of my favorites on card that I would like to get. And a lot of the dealers did have them. A little pricey, but I wouldn't mind buying just one.
Yeah.
And then there was another dealer down there. There he is.
There
okay.
we go.
Oh, he's back.
Hey,
There was watched
Revenge of the Sith already.
It's done. It's over.
Oh, gee. There was a dedealer there
spoilers.
that had
no spoilers.
These limited edition. They were from I'd say about 10 years ago. 12-inch, 1/6 scale. G.I. Joe, a Snake Eyes, and a Baroness. And wouldn't mind getting my hands on at least the Baroness. So
if I had a nickel every time I've said that.
Yeah, I know. So we'll see. Hopefully, because I'd like to get some more Joe stuff. Because I have my friend Rachel up here. She's been getting back into collecting, and she's been getting Joes. Because that was her thing back in the day, was G.I. Joes.
You should invite her on your show, man. Would she ever come on?
Yeah, she will. She's down in Mississippi right now, but I'll have to have her come on.
I had more G.I. Joe toys than I had Star Wars back in just because they had more.
Yeah,
These were
G.I. Joe. I remember it was.
These were some of the spares
expensive.
she had that she gave me a couple weeks ago.
That's nice of her.
Yeah. Lady J.
Yeah.
Yeah, Destro.
I love Destro.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
I love the cartoon.
Ace, flew that F-14. We got one of the Cobra twins here. I think this is Tomax.
Tomax and Zaymont.
Yeah. Got Mutt and Junkyard with his dog. Yep. Got Barbecue, the firefighter there. I got to get some O-rings because some of these are loose. I got to get some of the replacement O-rings.
Yeah.
No, but got like their accessories and stuff too. So, yeah.
That's why the Kenner Star Wars figures are superior. Just kidding.
I know. But
it's a joke.
When Star Wars started to fade away, G.I. Joe took over.
Yeah.
And G.I. Joe was just everywhere, like whole aisles, in toy stores was just figures and vehicles. And
yep. God, it was glorious.
Whose birthday?
Gary Ambrosia. Gary with the
okay.
Gary with one R.
Oh, your
Gary
boyfriend?
2 R's. No, Andy Masterson's boyfriend.
No, Gary Masterson just put out that it was his birthday.
Oh, nice. Oh, I should have.
Oh, my eyes are burning.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what does that mean? Your ears are burning. Somebody's talking about you.
My eyes.
Is it,
my eyes are saying I have mascara in them.
Yeah, that or the pollen.
That'll do it.
Window open. No,
I don't
pollen
know.
Pollen's getting bad up this way. We get the pollen alerts every day on my phone.
Well, I'm allergic to Kentucky. This place is nothing but a big bag of pollen everywhere.
And why did you move there?
Well, I didn't know I was going to get hay fever because I've never had it before. Well, no, that's not true. I started getting it last year when I was visiting here more.
Mm.
I guess I'm allergic to Kentucky.
So Donna, I told John and Bobby this, but late last night I thought I would try to get tickets to see Katie Sackhoff's podcast
Yeah.
show. And I went to the ICC, and they had a place where you could buy tickets, and it let me buy 2 tickets.
Oh, yay.
So hopefully it's not sold out, and hopefully we can get in. One of us, I'm going, but I told John and Bobby they have to fight over the other ticket, and I'll take whoever wins.
I can't fight.
If you want to throw your hat into the ring, make it a Royal Rumble.
You'll probably have a sneezing fit. Yeah, I'm done.
Y'all can you can do what did they call it on Andor? It wasn't rock paper scissors. It was something else, rickets or something.
I'm excited that she's gonna be there. Jessica and I have decided that we're gonna go, and she's gonna be able to go a day early. She didn't think she was going to be able to, so she was only going to come on Saturday.
Oh,
so she's going to be coming. We're gonna take off around 8 a.m, get there around 11-ish.
Yeah.
So
okay.
And then hopefully we can just catch up with you guys if you're there or whatever.
Yeah, that'll work. I mean,
if my flight lands on time, I should be there by landing around 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah. I'm picking Bobby up on my way through town.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I can't wait to see you guys.
Same here.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
It's not too far away.
Nick's not going, is he?
Who?
Yeah.
Nick.
Nick Glenn?
No.
Darth Wiz.
Oh, Darth Wiz. No, I don't think he is.
I don't believe so.
He needs to. Yeah.
Well, you guys, I'm going to let you go because my eyes are like burning and I need to go flush them.
Okay, no problem. We've been going almost an hour, so I figure we could just touch base, talk about the episode and stuff. And I'll host another pre-show Tuesday, and we can talk about like what we expect and any rumors we've heard maybe or anything like that.
Yep.
Sounds great.
So,
no problem. Sounds
all right,
great.
folks. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for anybody that watched. And we will end the stream. And everybody have a great weekend.
Now, Madeline, real quick.
Oh,
I'm not going to see Repentance until 11:30, so no spoilers till tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, I will sit on my fingers and I will not type anything.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks, you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
If you like what you see here, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to never miss an episode, and thanks for watching.